But how would I recognize one if I saw one? I don't know. This biblical stuff is very difficult for me, but today I did want to dive into the best proofs of God that the internet had to offer. And I brought along some real experts, starting with this lady.
Here are 7 facts about the Bible that will blow your mind.
7 facts
that
about the Bible.
Now, what I like about this lady is her attention to detail. She's done all the research and can effortlessly merge modern-day scientific understanding with biblical text to form her proof of God.
Number 1. Noah's Ark held exactly 8 people to restart humanity. Modern science now shows that there are exactly 8 major human blood types that exist today.
Yeah, but then there's like
8 major
300.
blood groups. There's 48 blood groups, really, but they can be split down into 8 major blood groups. I've got no problem with that. She's obviously well-researched. She's obviously not going to say anything silly, and I can't wait to hear her next proof.
Number 2. In Genesis, God created light on day 1, but he didn't create the sun, moon, or stars until day 4. Light doesn't come from the sun.
You know, I don't know why I continue to be surprised by the things I hear, but let's just roll with this. Light doesn't come from the sun. It doesn't come from the sun or light bulbs or fire. Where does it come from?
Light comes from God.
Of course it does.
If you're in a dark place, remember that God is the true light.
Yeah, or if you're in a really, really dark place and you want to get out of there, just turn the fucking light on so you can see the door. Now, I'm not going to get through all 7 of these proofs, just my favorites, right? And I think this next one, for me, is definitely the best.
Number 5. When Jesus rose from the dead, his face cloth that was left was neatly folded in the tomb. In ancient Jewish culture, if a master threw his napkin down, he was finished eating. But if he folded it, it meant that, I'm not done, I'll be right back. Jesus literally leaves us the message, hey, I'm coming back.
Now, I think she's perhaps buried the lead here, or even missed the point completely, because if I wanted to prove that God exists, I think I would be concentrating on the fact that somebody's literally risen from the fucking dead in this scenario. And I might possibly even just ignore completely his rather admittedly pretty funky napkin folding skills. I don't know. I just feel she's concentrating on the wrong point there.
Number 6. Have you ever wondered why Christians always use the symbol of a fish?
No.
And number 7, the name for God in the Old Testament is Yahweh, but it's spelled without vowels, so it's YHWH. Now these letters make up the exact sound of a breath, where Yah is the inhale and Weh is the exhale.
Yeah, well, maybe if you're asthmatic or Darth Vader, that might be true.
Now in Genesis in the Bible, it says that God formed man from the dust of the ground and breathed the breath of life into his nostrils. That means that your very first breath at birth and the absolute last breath you take in death is in the name of God.
So there we go. All those proofs can basically boil down to the same thing, which is this. If you believe the Bible was written by God, then you can believe what is said in the Bible, and then you can use that as proof of God. And it's flawless. But she did say one thing in there that really needs addressing.
The name for God in the Old Testament is Yahweh, but it's spelled without vowels, so it's YHWH.
Now, this is important because language does evolve over time. And actually, in the time that Jesus was meant to have existed, there was no letter J in the alphabet, which is why you'll hear people refer to him as Yeshua on videos. That's how they believe his name would have been pronounced. Now, to me, there's nothing sinister about that argument. Language evolves, we know that. But some people see it rather differently entirely.
People say that the name Jesus isn't legit because there was no J back in the time when Jesus was around. I also think that it's possible that pretending the J never existed is a way of trying to make us feel like Jesus never existed, and it's like a way of trying to wipe out his memory from the earth, and we all just go, oh,
who does that? I never understand that argument. Like Christians love to pretend like Christianity is under attack, and it's really not. But it's so strange how they always act like, you know, like they're trying to hide God. They're trying to, like, who is trying to hide God? As far as I can tell, God is pushed everywhere at all times. It's you're the bad guy if you don't believe in God.
Stop this song and look up Team Jorge. It's more important than what shows. They're rotten to the core and they know more than what you know about if and how
I
you
just
vote.
discovered that
All
channel
the
today.
remote
Somebody
things
that's
that control
collecting
your life.
proofs
They
of
know
God and
every
putting them
single
together, all the
slice of
different
each
proofs
how
that
you
people
stick your knife.
claim on the
And
internet.
all your sins, the stuff you've hidden from your
I
wife.
just,
They
it's
have
just,
pictures you viewed twice before.
it's
showing
amazing
your
how
best friend.
desperate the average person in that situation. But what else could they be? You know, they have to be desperate. They have to be goofy because they can't. There's nothing real to point to. I mean, it's you know, what would you expect from someone who is like, give me the proof that Santa Claus is real? It would be just utter stupidity. And this is, you know, this is just another example.
Team Jorge pushes more hate than your fake and God. The force they use to score fake, whose core does they massage. Team Jorge pushes more hate than your fake and God. The force they use to score fake at its core is Israeli bots. Team Jorge's one example. There could be hundreds, maybe thousands of black units made to trample on your rights while not allowing you to talk about you bowing to Netanyahu this week. Somehow this
Swear.
found the king of when and how Americans
I just don't fit in. I just don't fit in this world.
and tell haters allowed to keep his
The stupidity that is just required to be a member of our society. I just don't have it. I just don't have it.
To say that you rejected means that you're a deceiver, since you're only a believer of weirder conditions. As long as
It's so bad. It's just so bad.
the leader the abuse, or you seem to be amused. You're just there to leave their shoes to embrace their delicious fashion. They're seen in their food, their dreams on clearly choose you upstairs.
No, at least they're being consistent on my feet here. I'll give it another minute. I might have to do a reset. So weird. And it's so weird too, because like those people, all the people in that video that get highlighted, none of them would ever have a conversation with me. And if they did, they'd get all violent, mad. It's shocking. It's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing. It's how stupid people are. Reset here. This is stupid. So, pedophiles, kill yourself.